And next up we have Daily Rituals of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, as written in the book by Mason Curry. Mozart from 1756 to 1791. In 1781, after several years searching in vain for a suitable post with the European nobility, Mozart decided to settle in Vienna as a freelance composer and performer. There were ample opportunities in the city for a musician of Mozart's talent and renown, but staying solvent necessitated a frantic round of piano lessons, concert performances, and social visits with the city's wealthy patrons. At the same time, Mozart was also courting his future wife, Costanza, or Costanz, under the disappearing gaze of her mother. All this activity left him only a few hours a day to compose new works. In a 1782 letter to his sister, he gave a detailed account of these hectic days in Vienna. This is in his words. My hair is always done by 6 o'clock in the morning, and by 7 I'm fully dressed. I then compose until 9. From 9 to 1 I give lessons. Then I lunch, unless I'm invited to some house where they lunch at 2 or even 3 o'clock, as, for example, today and tomorrow, at Countess Zicky's and Countess Thune's. I can never work before 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening, and even then I'm often prevented by a concert. If I'm not prevented, I compose until 9. I then go on to my dear Costanza, though the joy of seeing one another is nearly always spoilt by her mother's bitter remarks. At 10:30 or 11 I come home. It depends on her mother's darts and on my capacity to endure them. As I cannot rely on being able to compose in the evening, owing to the concerts which are taking place and also to the uncertainty as to whether I may be summoned now here and now there, it is my custom, especially if I get home early, to compose a little before going to bed. I often go on writing until 1, and am up again at 6. Then he says, quote, altogether, I have so much to do that often I do not know whether I'm on my head or my heels, Mozart wrote to his father. Apparently, he was not exaggerating. When Leopold Mozart went to visit his son a few years later, he found the freelancer's life just as tumultuous as promised. He wrote home from Vienna, it is impossible for me to describe the rush and bustle. Mm-hmm.